Hello, Amajot here. I'm in the park again. It's been a while since I've done a live stream from the park. Hopefully my phone won't die, because that's what seems to happen when I'm in the park doing a live stream. And I wanted to come on, this is a short one, and tell you something about the self-love research project I've been doing and give you a bit of an update, because if you might already know that I've been curious about self-love and what that means. What does it mean for people? Why do we resist it? Is it a thing? Is it just me who thinks about these things? And it appears it's not. It appears that this is a conversation that people want to have. I've spoken to quite a few people about it already. If you'd like to book in a self-love chat, it's not a chat, sorry, I keep meaning the language has to change there. It's not a chat, it's a conversation. It's important work, actually. And a chat suggests that it's just a little exchange of words, but this is important work, because you can see, like, I'm trying to hide my grey hairs. I don't want to show them to you. If you'd like to have a self-love conversation, to just discuss what does it mean or what does it not mean, and I wanted to, you can get in touch, but also, more importantly, there's a couple of things that have come up in the themes of the conversations I'm having already about that it seems to be that self-love is acceptance. And what's occurred to me is, how the hell do you accept yourself? Like, what does that mean? How do you accept yourself? And if it feels hard, if it feels like that's like just in the, like, what the hell does that mean? I thought, well, maybe that's worth exploring as well. Hey Cam, how you doing? I thought maybe that's worth exploring, because if I'm thinking it, then maybe other people are thinking it. And I've decided to do a free webinar about this, and next Wednesday, because I think it's about this. I think we can't even start to accept what we want for ourselves. We can't accept that we might be feeling anxious or stressed or stuck. Hey Cam, how are you? We can't even start to even think differently about our lives, or about wanting something different, or trying that new hobby or that dance class, or giving ourselves more time without feeling guilty about it, or without feeling resentful about it if other people get to have a time out and we don't. So we can't even think about accepting that stuff if we're hating on ourselves, if we're feeling this self-hatred. And I've heard it said before that the opposite of love is not, there's a tractor coming, I'm in the park, there's a tractor coming, to move over to the muddy side, the joys of doing a live stream outside. I've heard this thing about the opposite of love not being hate, but being fear. And actually what I think that's true, but the opposite of self-love, I believe, is self-hatred. And it sounds so harsh, like hating yourself, but you know what, I've done it. I've been in those places where I've hated myself, and I've called myself a dick or an idiot, or why the fuck did you have to do that, or I wish I could have done it differently, and given myself such a hard time. And so it is harsh. And I've been battling about what to call this webinar, and I've called it How to Stop Hating Yourself. And I felt so bloody resistant to sharing it with you guys, because I'm like, it sounds so harsh, but it's true. It's true. That's how harsh it is to hear it out loud, to say how to stop hating yourself. Sounds harsh because it is harsh. And so I knew I had to call it that. I knew I had to just own this stuff and call it that, like how to stop hating yourself. And there is a way. There's more than one way, but this way that I want to share with you is so powerful, and it means that you then have something to use for yourself, to use on your own journey, to remind yourself how far you've come, but also to leave feeling lighter and more spacious, like you can have the space to do these things, to let go of the guilt, let go of the resentment, let go of the resentment of seeing other people looking at other people and saying, how can you do that stuff for yourself? How come you get to have the relationship you want? How come you get to have the job and the life you want? To let go of that. And I want to share that with you. So I'm going to do that next Wednesday. And so that we can start to feel less harsh about ourselves, because that, I believe, is the starting place for all of this stuff, for self-acceptance, for feeling more worthy, for feeling more of the self-love. That's where it starts. I honestly believe that this is the starting place, and I want to share it with you. It's free. It's next Wednesday. I'm going to put the link in below, and let me know what you think. Let me know what else comes up for you. Let me know if you're going to be there. Let me know if you're listening to the replay. Say hello, and I'm going to go now because it's cold outside. I will speak to you soon. Bye.